I am a mom of two, and I want to share my tips and tricks on just emotionally regulating your kid and what to do in like high stress situations. Sometimes my kids get overwhelmed. My daughter is 4, my son is 19 months, and sometimes emotions get out of control. Crying and screaming, just behavior that seems disrespectful, but at such a young age, they don't understand necessarily yet what is disrespectful. Now, of course, at 4, she does know what pushing the boundaries are, a little bit of right and wrong, but at the same time, she's just 4. Try to remind yourself in those high stress situations, because when your kids are stressed or when anybody is screaming and crying, that does stress you out. I mean, it stresses me out. Sometimes it can be hard to keep your own emotions in check. Taking a step back and really focusing on your kid, like literally whatever you're doing, if you don't immediately have to do it right there, put it down, focus on your kid, get eye level. Even, if you can, touch their face. That really helps with like emotional regulation for my kids. Touch their face and listen to what they're saying. This advice is from a specific situation. My daughter was really upset, didn't want to take a nap, so I've been kind of slacking on her taking naps, but she's gonna go to school soon, and we went to a meeting and they said that they do nap time or they do quiet time from 12 to 1. So I was like, that needs to be done at home. Anything to get the routine down to make it easier on the teachers, I need to start doing now to get that implemented. So it was like kind of day 1 getting back into that. And I wasn't listening at first. I was kind of upset that she was giving such a reaction. But then I put my son in his room to go and take a nap as well. And I went in and I was like, I'm gonna give her my full attention, hear what she's saying, and see what I can do to say that can calm her down, see what I can do to help. Because that's what we're there for. We're not there to just be like, why are you doing this? Figure it out then. You're the adult. You can handle the situation. You've got this. You take control. So I went in and I was listening to her. She was screaming, crying, trying to hide in her closet. And she was saying, I'm scared. And I was like, okay. So she associates being scared with nap time, quiet time. So I was saying, listen, the feelings that you have, this overwhelming stress, sadness, and scaredness is because you are tired and you need to have this time. Obviously, she's still like upset hearing this, so I was like, I promise I'm gonna come get you. This isn't permanent. And obviously, like, she doesn't know all of these words, but it doesn't matter. You're an adult, she's a child, you're gonna use the words you're gonna use. This is what I used. And I was like, I'm gonna come get you. It's not permanent, and it's just for a little while, just a little bit of peace and calm that you're gonna have. And she did calm down. She took some deep breaths, and while she was calming down, I took deep breaths with her, and I was like, that is very good behavior. And I was saying that to her. I was like, this is very good behavior, good job breathing and calming down, and I'm gonna come get you. And it worked. This is like day 3. So this happened a couple days ago. And just now, since it is a struggle, I kind of use a reward system. We went to Dollar Tree and we picked out some stickers, and I have suckers as well. You can use whatever you want to use as like your reward, but I told her, I was like, hey, you can have a sticker and you can have a sucker after we have a little bit of quiet time and some time to ourselves. Now, obviously for some people, I'm sure that like this kind of method or this kind of advice is like, why are you like rewarding something so basic or blah, blah, blah. The reward's not always gonna be there. Like that's not always gonna be an option, but I want her to associate taking a nap or having peaceful time to herself as something that is good and not something that is scary, because that's how she had it at first. So whatever helps her to calm down and regulate her emotions before having a peaceful time, instead of just sticking her in her room and have her cry it out, I'm gonna do. I just think about it this way. For me, I wouldn't want somebody to just stick me in a room and be like, okay, it's that time, go take a nap, and then close the door and me not be able to get out, right? I would want kind of like a routine or something to calm me down before going to bed. In this situation, why shouldn't she get the same kind of comfort? So yeah. The same thing works for if you're going grocery shopping or you're going out somewhere. You want to tell your kids what you're doing. Obviously, some young ages aren't gonna get it, and I'm talking about when you know that your kid is kind of like understanding kind of what you're saying. Tell them the behavior you expect and the reward for that behavior. It doesn't always have to be food or candy. It can be a sticker. Stickers are great. But it's like, hey, we're going grocery shopping. I expect you to sit in the car. I expect you to do this. Please have good behavior and you will get a sticker. If you do not obey me, you will not get a sticker. This really, really helps me. Oh, and also, when you're leaving a place of fun, here's a very good tip. Hey, we're leaving in 5 minutes. Hey, we're leaving in 3 minutes. Not, hey, come on, we're gonna go. When they're having fun, then you're like, because they have to immediately go, what? We're leaving? What? Already? No, you tell your kid, hey, like we're leaving in 5, leaving in 3, to get them ready and prepared, like mentally, like, okay, yeah, we're gonna leave, but I can still kind of have fun for a little bit. This really helps with the struggle to get them out the door with you. Reward that behavior with your own kind words about it. When you see good behavior, why not say it? Be like, you were so good in the grocery store. I loved that you were so kind and sharing with your friends. I love that when I told you we were gonna leave in a few minutes that you said okay and continued to play, but that you came with me. I really appreciate that. There's nothing wrong with saying that and, you know, telling your kid, great job. And for people who say like the world's not gonna be kind or anything like that, you're not the world, you're their parent. It is your job to be kind to them. It doesn't matter if the world's gonna be kind. We grow up and we understand someday, like we're not kids every single year of our life. We do grow up, we do understand that the world isn't gonna be kind, but your parents can be. Your adults can show you how to be. We don't always have to reflect the world. You can be yourself and be the kind of parent that you want to be without worrying that your child is going to be sheltered just because you're a kind person and telling them that they're doing a good job. There's nothing wrong with that. Another thing is like, doesn't even pertain to children. You can say that to your friends. You can say that to your husband. You can say that to your boyfriend. You can say that to your girlfriend. You tell them, you know, I really appreciated this. Or you're doing great at work, or I really appreciate you doing the dishes last night. Anything like that. Or hey, you're a great friend, I just wanted to let you know. Those kind of things just make you a good person, better person. Also, there's nothing wrong with regulating your emotions, how you help your child regulate theirs. When I am an emotional woman, sometimes I do get overwhelmed, and my children end up seeing that. I mean, they live with me, they're gonna live with me for years, and they're gonna see the world's an emotional place. So I show them how I regulate my emotions, and I take a deep breath, or I say, hey, I need a second, and I go take a second to myself to show them kind of healthy behaviors to cope with certain feelings. Closing your eyes, praying, anything like that, listening to music. Yeah, just be a good example for your kids. And don't hate yourself for the moments that you make little mistakes. Don't hate yourself or stop trying to be better just because you've had moments where you weren't the parent that you wanted to be. You can still be the person and the parent that you want to be, regardless of the mistakes that you make. The thing is, life still continues to move on even when you make mistakes. As long as you make corrections to those things, it's gonna be okay. You're a human being, you're not perfect. Parenting didn't come with an instruction manual. Really, parenting is like trial and error. Yeah, I really hope that this information helped. take notes about it if you need to. Practice it, and you know, if it doesn't work for your kid, I am so sorry if it doesn't work out. You can try and be consistent with the advice and see if things do change. If they don't, then you know, I guess that it's not for every kid. Anyway, thank you so much for watching.